Hi, Harold.
Hi, Ernie. You get your luggage?
We
No,
weren't home.
We
so
weren't home. I think they tried to deliver it.
Oh,
We
gonna-
weren't home, so they'll come tomorrow.
Did you get your luggage?
us? Yeah, we didn't have a problem.
That's good.
But
So,
they got their luggage.
so hopefully we're gonna
there.
get it tomorrow. They're gonna deliver it.
Susie got hers. It was only mine.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
one
weird.
one bag came.
that's weird.
I know the Monderers didn't have any, and the Weisses, I think they also had one bag. Come.
You said it was a balagan there in Montreal.
Oh, you have no idea.
Crazy.
We came to a complete stop.
Yeah,
They weren't letting people go, because they claimed the Americans didn't have enough employees. So then eventually, it was already past our boarding time.
uh-huh.
Actually, when the plane was, they would, okay, anybody from Los Angeles. So then they hurried us through more.
Yeah,
And then we got to the gate. They let us, they held the plane. So
yeah,
The plane probably took off an hour late.
crazy.
Obviously, they had more time in between flights to get the luggage.
Yeah,
I mean, so there's something, the infrastructure is broken for some reason.
Ernie,
Hi, Walter.
hi. Harold, you drove? You
drove where?
you still you at home?
I'm home, yeah.
Shavua Tov. Ernie, I changed the tea time to 7:39 tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so it's 7:39, not 8:30. 7:37, 38 was 9:37 before.
Okay. And tomorrow night, we'll learn at 8:00,
Okay.
Okay.
8 p.m. So we're on Chav Beis Amid Beis. Toner Rabbanim Shnai Moimim Niskadsha. Two Eidim say that she had gotten Kiddushin. She's an Eishasish.
Oh.
Shnai Moimim Lo Niskadsha. So there's Hakchasha. So it's a suffix. So Harezu Lo Sinose. So make her adin, she shouldn't get married to somebody else. However, in this is Lo Seitse. If she had gotten married, if she had gotten married, we don't force a divorce. Shnaim Omrim Nizgarsha, Shnaim Omrim Lo Nizgarsha. She was an Eisha Sish. Two witnesses say, oh, she got a divorce. But two witnesses say, no, she didn't get a divorce. So the chazaka there is that she's a married woman. In the first case, Niskadsha, the original chazaka was that she's a pnuya. However, here, in this estate say, right, because the chazaka that she was neshasish, if she had gotten married, we force a divorce. Maishna Reisha, Maishna Seif. Amar Abaya, Tirgama Beidecha. Abaya says, I can explain the difference between the Reish and the Seifa, because we're talking about not two aidim, but one aid. Aid echad omer niskadsha. The aid echad omer lo niskadsha. So tarvayu b'pnuya kumasadi. They're both testifying about a woman who's a pnuya. Haide komer niskadsha. Of a leichad, it's only one aid. The ein dvorv shel echad b'mokum shnayim. Right? One aid cannot go against chazaka, which is like shnayim. Now, seifa aid echad omer niskadsha, aid echad omer lo niskadsha, tarvayu b'eshas ish kumasadi. Both of them are testifying on Neshasish. The one that said that it's chad, that it's nizgarsha, it's only one aid. How can one aid get rid of the fact that she's Neshasish? And therefore, she's mamish Neshasish if she gets married. We force a divorce, they can't live together. And Neshasish is usher to live with someone who's not her husband. However, Ravashi or Malolim Trey Utrey, we're not talking about Chad Uchad, we're talking about two witnesses. The Epuch, and the case is backwards. And it goes like this. Shnayim Oimrim Re'inua Sheniskacha. We saw that she got Kiddushin. Ushtayim Oimrim Lo Re'inua. We didn't see. Harezu Lo Tinose. She shouldn't get married. Then this is Teitse. And if she got married, we force it for Pshita. Lo re'inu ein a raya. I mean, not seeing is not a proof to anything. Lo tzricha d'dair b'chatzer echad. They were all in one courtyard. Ma'odesema imisadin is kadsha. We would say a svar that if it was true that she had kiddushin, kala islachol milsa. Well, people would know about it. Kamash Malon, the avdi inshi de mekachi bitsina. Sometimes people will be mekadosh quietly, so it doesn't have a call. So the havamim is not correct. Seifa is shnaimon reinush is garsha. Two people say we saw her get divorced. Shnaimon lo reinush is garsha. Harezu lo tinose. She should not get married lechatchila. This is lo teitze. So my kamashmalon, what's the chiddush? Afa gav the darbe chatzer echad. Even though they're all in one courtyard. So I knew hach, it's the same case. By kiddushin, people do it quietly. Everybody knows about divorce. As well. Means gerushin can be done privately as well. If they told her that she was a divorced woman, and then she got married, and then comes Eidim after the fact, listen, what should she have done? Lo seitze. We said begrusha uvishvuya, but we don't know whether this last statement is it going on both cases or what. Rabbi Shea Masti La Reisha, on the case where it was the taina that was that she was a divorced woman. Rabbi Baravana Masla Seifa, where there was a taina that she was taken prisoner. Manda Masla Reisha Kol Sheken Seifa. We are always going to be more lenient because the bishvuya hekilu. Chachamim were makel when women were taken prisoner. That maybe if she says she's tahira, will be makel, even by a kohen. Umanda masla seifa valaresha lo. The one who learns only on the case of shvuya, because of the concept of hekelu by shvuya, but by gerushin we'd say no, she might be an eshes ish. The Gemara now takes another tack. Lema bid Rav Hamnuna kamifdi. Maybe they're arguing in another principle. The principle of Rav Hamnuna. That the concept that a woman is not going to tell her husband, you know what? You divorced me. She's not going to be meiz panav to lie. The mandam asla reisha, the one who learns it about divorce, Isla Rav Hamnuna, holds of Rav Hamnuna, that an isha is not meiz panim in front of Baila to lie. So we have to believe her that she was divorced. Mandam asla aseifa that's going on shvuya, it's because less like Rav Hamnuna. He doesn't hold of that concept. Law. Kula alma yislud Rav Hamnuna. Everybody holds of that concept. You know what? When we say a woman is not going to lie in front of her husband's face, that's when she's present in his presence. But when the husband's not there, she will lie. The other mandamar says no. When she's not in his presence, she will also not lie. Then we said v'minis bo edim. If in the case of shvuya or megureshes, she got married, and then the edim came, we don't force a divorce. Nisis mamish. When we say nisis there, we don't necessarily mean that she actually got married. It's Bezin gave her permission to get married. Kivan she tiruli nase, afal bishulay nisis. She can continue to get married. Afraid the Gemara Tony, which implies they got married. The Gemara answers lo risha. What it means, once Bezin paskin that she's mutter, then she's mutter even if she to carry on with the wedding, even after the Edim show up and say, no, she was not divorced. Torah Arma nishbeiti utohora ani. So we learned before that if a woman says, I was taken prisoner, but I remained chaste, nobody had relations with me. So we said that's an example of a pesha osir who a pesha hitir. And we believe her. But here she added something. V'yeshli edim shetohira ani. And I have edim to support what I said. We don't say, okay, let's wait until the edim come. We permit her right away. So let's say they permitted her. And the edim said, we don't know what happened. Harezu lo teitse. So we don't force a divorce, even if she was married a Kohen. Because the original heter doesn't go away, like we learned. In bo ede tuma. But if edim came and saw actually being raped, afilu yesh lakama bonim teitse. So if she's married a Kohen, and witnesses eventually show up to say that she was raped, even if she had already made many children, because we're going to know that they're mamzerim, she's also to a Kohen as a zona, and we force a divorce. There were these prisoner girls who had been taken prisoner that came to Narda. Father of Shmuel appointed chaperones that nobody should do yichud with them. What do you mean? They were prisoners. They're raped already. We have to assume that they were raped. Who watched them until now? If these were your daughters, would you be obvious mezazabu kulahai? Would you be mevaza them like you're being mevaza these girls? Even though when they come out of prison, they have to be treated like B'nai Yisrael, ksheros. And they have to be bitznias with chaperones. Havi kishkaga sheyotzim fnei hasholit. This is like Al tiftach pel satan. Vishtabin bante demar Shmuel. Shmuel's daughters were taken captive. Ve'askinu la'ard Yisrael. And it was Pidyon Shvuim. They took them to Eretz Yisrael. And what did the daughters do? Ukmin l'shavaynu ma'broi. They wanted them not to bring them inside the base medrash. V'ayla base medrash Rav Chanina. But they came in anyways. And ha'arma nishbeiti to'irani. They knew the halacha. They came in and said, we were prisoner, but we were tohar. V'ha'amran, the other one said the same thing. Nishbeiti to'irani. V'sharinu. So we know Bezdin mattered her. So they knew the din. Quickly get a psak. Sof all also shavunayu. The ones who had redeemed them came in. Amar Rav Chanina benan debayran innun. We see that these are daughters of Moirei Halacha. So Igloy Mills is about because they already got the heter psak. Remember we said once there's a heter psak, even if the edim come afterwards, we can't get they don't leave. They don't lose their heter. Igloy Mills is the B'nai Shmuel and became known that these were the daughters of Shmuel. Marry them. Their relatives. Marry them. I thought there's Adim who know what happened. Hashtamias listened to come on, but they're not here. So Adim b'tzad istan v'teoser. Just because they're witnesses somewhere, should we answer them? However, from this Gemara, time of the Asu Edim. Asu Edim Mitzvah, would they, if the Edim showed up, would we ask for them? Once you get a heter, even the Edim show up, it's still mutter. Oh, that's just Edim who didn't see anything. But if there's witnesses that actually saw her getting raped, then of course we would be motzi them if she married a Kohen. Mishnah. Shtei nashim shenishbu. 2 women were taken prisoner. Zoyser meres nishbeisi utohirani. V'zoyser meres nishbeisi utohirani. Ein anem menes. Now here, there are witnesses that say that they were taken prisoner. So we're not relying on them. So it's not a pesha asru, a pesha hitter. That's why they're not believed. Uvizman shehen meidu zu et zu hare elu nemanos. If each one says that the other one was not raped, then we believe them, and they would be able to marry a Kohen. Rashi says, "D'bishvuya hekilu le'emin echad afilu isha." Just like by the death of a husband, Chachamim were mekel and they listened to one aid, even a woman. By shvuya as well, if one woman testifies, says, "Oh yeah, I watched her the whole time; she was never raped," she can marry a Kohen. Torah Rabbana. Anit meya v'chaverti tohira. She says, I was raped, but my friend is tohira. Nemenes. On everything. On the fact that she's a zona and can't marry a Kohen, and the fact that her chaver can. But if she says, Anit tohar v'chaverti tmeya, if she says, I was not raped, and my partner was, then ain't an emenes, on nothing. She's not believed on either of the statements. The Gemara will tell us why not. Aniva chaverti tmei, if she says both of us were raped, so nemenes alatzma v'ina nemes l'chaverta. She can't passel the friend. She can passel herself. Aniva chaverta tohira nemenes al chaverta. As long as there was other testimony that said that they were taken prisoner. She's believed on the friend, but not on herself, because there's no apesha asr or apesha hitter. So this is the baraisa. So we're going to analyze the baraisa. Amar mar. Ani tohira chaverti tmeya. So we said we don't believe either. Either like a edim, if there are no edim that says that they were taken prisoner, and she's also testifying that they were taken prisoner. That was a case where we would believe them. We said you believe her. We're talking about there are edim that they were taken prisoner, so it's not a pesha asr or a pesha hitter. Okay, so to say the middle case, aniva chaverti tmeya, I and my chaver were raped, and menes alatzma v'inen nemes al chaverta. She's believed for herself, not on the friend. Now, if there's edim, she should believe them both. There were no edim. So, why? If she's testifying that they were taken prisoner, that's a case where we believe her. Comes out, Reisha is safe for the Edim. It's the leke Edim. You have like a divided Mishnah. The Reisha and the Sefer are describing a case where there are separate Edim that are testifying that they were taken prisoner, and the middle one doesn't have that. Could that be? Amr Bayin. But says yes. Reisha is safe for the Edim. Mitziyasa the leke Edim. The middle case is without Edim. Rav Papa doesn't like it. All 3 cases, there are edim that testify that she was taken prisoner. However, one of the edim says opposite to what the woman says. Amra nitmeh v'chaverti tohara. She says, I had been raped, but not my friend. V'amar la'erechad at toher v'chaverti, just the opposite. Ihi, she shavita l'nafshe chaticha disur. She made herself a shtik isser by saying she was raped. Chaverta mishtayra pumadida. Her friend comes out innocent from her mouth. Ani tohar v'chaverti tmeya. If she says the opposite, I was pure, my friend was raped, the opposite. At tmeya v'chaverti tohara. Ihi, kiven dike edim. When there are edim, so we're not relying on her. Lav kol kamina the believer. Chaverta mishtayra pumadei. Right? We said that an aid can be makel. We're makel to believe one aid to testify whether a woman was raped or not. Continues Rav Papa, Ni v'chaverti tmeya, we believe her. Amar la'erechad at v'chaverti tohara. Ihi shavil nafshe chaticha disur. She made herself usher. Chaverta mishtara pumadei. Her friend is permitted to the kohen based on the testimony of the one aid. Now, hasu lamali, ainu reisha. I mean, this is all the same thing we learned initially. That was a case where they're both innocent. Maybe this woman is claiming that she was raped just to bring her friend down, that they were both raped. That we don't say such a svara. She's not going to die Shimshon's death, bringing everybody down. Okay, the Brisa said, Aniva chaverti tohira. V'omer la'erechad at v'chaverta tmeya. No, you were both raped. If it's not, the fact that she was taken prisoner is not coming from her, but it's coming from external edim, then we're not going to believe her. Lav kol kamina. But chaverta mishtara pumadida. We said an eid echad is believed, and if she says her friend was tar, we believe her. More again asks how sutlam le'ani reisha de reisha. We've had the case again. Maybe we only believe her in the situation where she puzzles herself. Then there's a real strong reason to believe her. Because why would she puzzle herself? But maybe if she's testifying about her friend that she was innocent, when she testifies about herself, maybe that's the reason not to believe. Kamash Malon, that no, even in this case, we are makel. V'chein shnei anoshim. Two men show up in town. Zer mer koinani v'zer mer koinani. They both claim that they're kohanim. They're not believed. We don't give them truma. Uvizman shein me'idin zed zed. If each one says, I and my friend are a Kohen, hare'elu nemonim, so they're believed. Well, here we're relying on one aid testifying on the other guy. Rabbi Yehuda says we cannot give truma the mile of kahuna because of one aid. We cannot rely on it with one aid if there are people questioning the yichus. If no one's questioning it, then with one aid we can mala l'kuhuna. He repeats the halacha that we can give somebody yichus based on one aid. Now, up until all of these, in this whole Masech that we've been learning, Pesha Aser, Pesha Hitir. A woman comes, I was a married woman, but I was divorced. She didn't have to tell us that she was a married woman. We don't know her. She could have lied and said, I'm a single girl. The fact that she said, I was married, which makes her Isser. But then she says, I was divorced, we believe it. The concept of a Pesha Aser, a Pesha Hitir. And we brought many cases. Why do I need all these cases? Kalana lamli tzricha. Well, this will learn tomorrow. This will learn tomorrow.
Shkoyach, Harold.
Yeah.
See, and I want to know how many Adim you had.
They're only women.
You know what